back to school for students across our area today, and COVID-19 protocols are changing. What parents need to know before they drop their students off at school.
Plus, a bridge tender stands accused in a woman's death after she fell from a drawbridge. Why the worker's mother-in-law is now a big focal point of the investigation.
And skies are dry this morning, but a cold front will bring rain back to the area. I'll let you know when.
You're watching CBS 12 News This Morning.
All right, kids, hope you had a great spring break. It is back to normal, back to reality this morning. Good morning, I'm Matt Lincoln.
It's got to happen at some point. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ashley Glass. Let's check in with Lauren, see how that first day back for all the spring break kiddos is looking today. Lauren?
Bummer, Matt. Breaking the news for all of us this morning.
Last stretch before the end of the school year, though. We're only a couple months away.
That is very true. Look right now at Storm Track radar. Skies nice and dry out there this morning. We will stay dry as we move through the rest of our day, but changes start to move in towards the end of our week on Thursday. We've got this strong cold front boundary right now, bringing the threat for severe storms across the south today. Louisiana and into Mississippi, really the hot spot that we'll be kind of zoning in on for the threat for tornadoes. Yesterday it was in Texas. So a look at your hour by hour. This is 11:15 tomorrow morning. Skies dry, but by tomorrow afternoon, some thunderstorms could move into parts of our area. We'll stay mostly dry overnight and as we head into Thursday, but then that approaching cold front brings the chance of rain again for Thursday afternoon. Showers might linger very early on Friday as well, but then we are much cooler once this front finally passes. Between now and Friday night, I think we'll get around a half an inch, maybe some areas getting close to an inch if you get stuck under a heavier downpour outside. But highs for today, again, back in the low to mid 80s. It will be very warm out there. We're going to get a little bit warmer again tomorrow before the front moves in, and then we're much cooler this weekend. We'll take a closer look at those falling temperatures still ahead. Matt, Ashley?
All right, Lauren, thank you. Taking a look at our roads on time traffic. And this is Boca Raton, South Palm Beach County. Not seeing any problems there. How about our traffic tracker? Gary's going eastbound 45th Street right now in West Palm Beach. Not seeing any problems. There's a school bus on its way back after spring break. First time in man, it's been, well, let's see, on 10 days since the school kids have been in school, and here they are, going back today.
Well, it feels like a lot longer, too. 6:31 is the time right now. This morning, Palm Beach County School District is relaxing its COVID protocols as thousands of students, as we've been talking about, they're heading back to school after a little stretch off for spring break.
Yeah, it all comes as we've seen COVID cases extremely low in schools compared to when the Omicron and Delta variants were spreading. So right now, Terry Hornstein is live at the Plumosa School of the Arts in Delray Beach.
Yeah, so Terry, what does this mean for students and parents as they're heading back to the classroom? What do we need to know?
Hey, good morning. You know, for students, this might not be such good news, but the good news here is COVID-19 cases are down at this point. We're talking about so low, there are barely any cases within the district, and that's why COVID-19 protocols within the Palm Beach County School District are changing as of today. So let's break this all down for you, and I want to start with the most controversial of all the issues here. Let's talk about masks. You know, they've been very controversial since the pandemic began. So when it comes to masks, they are now optional for students, staff, and visitors as well. So before today, they were strongly encouraged. Contact tracing is also ending as of today. Parents will still be notified if someone in their student's class does have COVID-19. And school nurses will continue to test students who show symptoms, but they have to have those consent forms on files from their parents in order to be able to be tested in school. And students or staff who feel they may have been exposed can get a rapid test while on campus. And these changes, again, are in place because COVID-19 cases are down at this point. But again, if they rise, you know, this could change back. So obviously a very fluid situation as the number of COVID-19 cases fluctuates. And right now, again, just so few cases within Palm Beach County. So some great news at this point. But the district does want to remind parents and students as well, you know, when it comes to COVID-19, the best things to do, of course, that frequent hand washing we've been telling you about. And for parents, if students have any symptoms of COVID-19, they say to please keep your student at home. And as for this school here, Plumosa School of the Arts behind me, that sign says class starts at 7:50 a.m. So I'm sorry to all the students out there, but it's going to be an early start for you once again today. But as Matt said, you know, it's the end of the school year, the final stretch before summer.
It certainly is, Terry. Also this morning, we are learning that Florida teachers could soon see a boost in their pay. Governor DeSantis is raising the starting salary for teachers to $47,000. Right now, numbers show there are about 42,000 open jobs in the state, and more than 500 of them are in Palm Beach County. Governor hopes the increase in pay will help reduce the teacher shortage across the state.
6:34 right now this morning, we're learning there may be more criminal charges in the case of a 79-year-old woman who fell from a drawbridge in West Palm Beach last month.
The bridge tender has been charged with manslaughter after police say she did not properly inspect the area before raising the bridge.
And court documents show the bridge tender texted her supervisor, who's also her mother-in-law, before and after the incident. The supervisor told her to tell police she did the inspections. She also told the tender to delete their text messages. Patrick McCamey, a former homicide prosecutor and criminal defense attorney in Palm Beach County, says the supervisor could also be charged.
It's 101 consciousness of guilt. Clearly. Delete it because I'm counseling you and I'm tampering with you as a witness. I would say the supervisor should be very concerned because there looks like criminal liability on her part.
Prosecutors haven't announced any charges against the supervisor at this time. CBS 12 News reached out to her for a comment, but so far we have not heard back.
And Sam Kerrigan's live desk on this story. CBS 12 News has been following from the start.
Right, Sam, so Palm Beach County mayor is now calling for cameras to be put inside those bridge tender houses.
Yeah, Mayor Robert Weinroth says installing cameras inside the bridge tender houses that you see near the middle of every drawbridge would add an extra layer of accountability and protection. His support for the cameras comes after the death of Carol Wright last month and multiple videos surfacing of other drawbridge mishaps in Palm Beach County, like here on this county-controlled drawbridge in Lantana last October, where you can see a car and its panicked driver sliding dangerously as the bridge opens beneath the vehicle. Mayor Weinroth says adding cameras will help protect both the people using the bridges as well as the people operating them.
That's an appropriate question, and I think it probably is something that would help both on the person who's on duty to make sure that they're attentive, and also on the area that they're supposed to be protecting if something goes wrong.
Now, installing cameras and storing the video won't necessarily be cheap, but when we asked Mayor Weinroth if he would still support the idea if it comes down to money, he said he believes it is worth the expense. We know on the day Carol Wright fell to her death, a nearby camera did record what was happening, but so far, investigators won't say where that camera is or who it belongs to. Matt.
All right, Sam, thank you. 6:36 now. This morning, polls will open for several cities holding runoff elections, including the town of Jupiter. The race for mayor is between Ilan Kofer, who you see on your left, and Jim Koretsky on your right. Kofer won the election earlier this month by more than 500 votes, but to win, you need to carry more than 50% of the overall votes. So all voting precincts will be open today. You can vote from 7 to 7.
Let's head live to Miami Beach now, 6:36. This area is now under a state of emergency after 2 shootings this past weekend during spring break time. And in just 2 days, there'll be a midnight curfew in Miami Beach to keep the spring breakers off the streets. At least 5 people were sent to the hospital. Dozens were hurt in these 2 separate shootings from over the weekend. We showed you this moment, caught on camera by a hotel owner. A crowd running after the shots were fired. This is just some of the violence that have police and local leaders in Miami Beach worried. Spring breakers are known to pack other hot spots like Fort Lauderdale, Daytona Beach, and Delray Beach. We talked with Boca Raton City Commissioner Andy Thompson. He doesn't think they will visit his city.
We have world-class beaches, great nightlife, lots of things to do and see. But at least for Boca Raton, which is what I represent, we really have an image of a place where you come for family fun.
Delray Beach police tell us they're not concerned either with spring breakers causing any problems, but they're prepared just in case.
And this morning, we are learning the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office made an arrest in connection with a murder in Green Acres last week. They say 23-year-old Lucas Torres shot and killed a man at the Waterway Village Apartments. That's right by the Okeechobee Golf Course. The victim has still not been identified. Torres faces multiple charges, including first-degree murder.
This morning, Port St. Lucie is implementing a new approach to deal with its mounting trash problem. Council members have decided to switch from twice weekly pickup to just once a week. City's also issuing larger trash cans so people can include more garbage in that weekly pickup. They also plan to use computerized trucks that can get the job done without a team of trash collectors. The city's been using its own staff to pick up waste amid a dispute. It's been ongoing with the trash company Waste Pro. They're contracted with them. These changes likely won't go into effect until September.
All right, 6:38 now, and confirmation hearings continuing today for a historic nomination to our country's highest court.
And we could see those meetings get contentious today. We'll tell you why straight ahead.
If we save one life, we save the world.
Boca Raton woman using her dollars and her fundraising website to get Ukrainians somewhere safe. Why the cause is so special to her and how you can help.